Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. These are the desserts. I'm currently working my way through the cakes. Today's cake is German sweet chocolate cake. My most recent recipe was a German chocolate cake made from a mix. Today's recipe is also a German chocolate cake, but this one's made from scratch. Normally when I have two recipes for the same thing, I like to make them side by side so I can compare them fairly. I wasn't able to do that this time because two full-size cakes would just have been way too much cake. Hopefully there'll be enough contrast between the last recipe and this recipe so I can distinguish which is better. My mom would make German chocolate cake from time to time as I was growing up. I don't know if she made hers from scratch or if she used a mix. It could have gone either way. I really have no way of knowing. Today's recipe is a bit of a project, so let's go ahead and get to work and let's make some cake. So I'm going to turn the camera down so you get to see what I'm doing. I'm starting off with my chocolate. This is half a cup of water, 4 ounces of German's sweet chocolate. I'm going to pour the water over the chocolate, and I'm going to pause my camera while I go and microwave this. I did end up microwaving this for a minute and a half. I did 30-second increments, stirring in between, and it's just about melted now. I'm going to set this aside for a moment. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to use my spatula and just give it a quick stir. Next, we're going to cream together our shortening and our sugar. This is a cup of shortening. To that, we are going to add 2 cups of sugar. And now we're going to use our hand mixer to cream these together. Now we're going to do separating some eggs. We're going to do 4 eggs. Number 2, 3, and 4. I have a lot of stuff here today. We're supposed to add our egg yolks one at a time. And do this without dropping them all in at once. Here's number 2. Now we'll go with number 3. And one more. Egg yolks are in. I'm going to pause this. We have a cup of buttermilk and a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to add in our buttermilk. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And mix it till it's all combined. Now we're going to move on to our egg whites. Okay, so there's our stiff peaks. Now we're going to put everything together. We start off with adding our chocolate to our egg mixture. Stir that together. Now we're going to add our flour in. We want to stir to combine. So keep stirring until it comes together. It smells good. I can smell the chocolate. All right, now we have our egg whites. We're going to fold this in. I have my oven preheating. I think we are ready. I went kind of old school. This is how my mom prepared her pans for baking. There's shortening on the bottom. And this is wax paper. So I put my pan down on top of my wax paper. 3 pans, so I had 3 layers. Took a pair of scissors and just kind of scored it around, cut them out. They fit perfectly into the bottom of the pan, and the shortening keeps it from sticking to the pan. We're supposed to evenly distribute our cake batter between our 3 pans. I've never done a cake before that actually required 3 pans. So just spread these out. And one more. Now, I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to fit 3 pans in my oven all at once. I may have to do batches. These are going to go into a 350-degree oven. They're going to bake for about 30 minutes. As I say, I may have to do these in batches. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. So I have moved over to the stove. I'm going to make the frosting. I have 2 of the cake layers in the oven as we speak. I'm starting off with a 25-minute timer. They're supposed to be like 30 minutes, but I'd like to give them a little, check them at 25, and if we need more time, we can do more time. So we're going to start off with 3/4 cup of butter. Oops, I missed a piece of paper. We're going to do 12 ounces of evaporated milk. So that's 1 whole can. Sugar. So this is 1.5 cups of sugar. And we'll do eggs again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's number 4. And we're supposed to add vanilla, 1.5 teaspoons, which I have right here. And I'll start stirring. I have no idea how long this is going to take. Our butter's just about gone. It's boiling pretty solidly here. Okay, let me check my first 2 cakes. I'll swing this over and you can watch. Okay. Go to a couple toothpicks here. Let's try this out. That looks done. Okay, 25 minutes as it is. Take these out. Set them aside to cool. Third layer in. Oh, look, I see thickening. Things are starting to happen. Okay, there's our timer. I'm going to take this off the heat. All right, so now I'm supposed to add my coconut and my pecans. So I'm going to dump them in. Bring this over here so you can see, and I'll turn that down. All right, so your pecans and the coconut are in there. Give it a good stir. Make sure everything's well combined. Now this is going to cool until our cake is done and also cooled. So we'll go ahead and pause this, and we'll be back in a while. The cakes are all baked. The frosting is made. The frosting's kind of warm, but the cakes are cooled. I had a little trouble getting one out of the pan, so this will be the bottom one. I'll hide the evidence. This is the best one, so we'll save that for the top. So we're going to start frosting this cake. Okay, this is our bottom. I'll slide it over just a hair if I can. Oh, it's kind of crumbling. Yikes. Okay, well, we're going to have to make it work. Do the best we can with what we have to work with. All right, so get some frosting going on this guy. Yeah, that bottom one is kind of crumbly. I don't really know if I overbaked it or what's going on exactly. Okay, so there's the first layer. We'll add our second layer. So I can do it without dropping it or crumbling, having it fall apart. Ooh. Okay, well, guess what? It broke. But we're going to make it work. Okay, that one looks, it's going to break, Okay, I got it in time. Very crumbly. I don't know if that's the recipe's fault or mine. As I say, not my best work ever, but it's kind of a learning process for me. Okay, so I'll turn the camera down so you can see the finished product. Oh, I apologize. This is definitely not my best work, but let's cut off a piece. I'll work on the part that's damaged. That can go first. I don't know how this is going to work. It's falling apart. It is literally just falling apart. I don't know if that's my fault or if it's the recipe. Give it a try. I'll turn this up so you get to watch my reaction. There's pieces of a piece of crumbly cake. I'll make sure I get a piece with the frosting. Well, the flavor is good. I like the flavor of the cake. It's got a nice chocolate flavor to it. It is kind of a mess. This was my absolute first attempt at ever making a cake from scratch. One thing I realized today was that by making cakes from scratch, the one advantage that I can think of right off the top of my head is the quantities are going to be the same. Whether it's a recipe that was 50 years or 100 years ago, 2 cups of flour is still 2 cups of flour. Where the store-bought cakes is the sizes have shrunk over the years, and the recipes that we have to work with for those recipes may not be exactly may not work right because they don't have the same quantities. It is a bit of a learning curve. Hopefully this is my first attempt. Being my first attempt, maybe I'll get better at it with practice, but it tastes good. It has a good flavor. It is definitely moist. It's very light and fluffy. Maybe that's why it's falling apart. I don't know. Like I say, this is my first attempt at making a cake from scratch. Well, I'm a big fan of chocolate. I do like pecans. It's the coconut that I'm not a huge fan of. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. If you could put the flavor of the coconut without the actual coconut, I'd be okay with that. That wouldn't work too well for this though, because I mean, the whole point of it is coconut pecan frosting, and coconut's kind of the whole point. Next time, I will be bringing you a recipe that is from my grandma. I will include the ingredients and the preparation for the German sweet chocolate cake in the description below. If you have any questions or the feedback from me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I really do love hearing from you. If you do try this recipe, please drop an emoji into the comments to let me know what you think of it. Good, bad, or eh. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for joining me on my journey through the desserts, specifically the cakes. I'll see you again next time. Bye.